I was earning around 2.5k. Now I'm earning 5.5k.
Okay, so you
I've doubled my income working on my own terms, in my own hours,
Yeah.
charging my own prices, which has immediately taken effect. Your blueprint has helped me massively to be motivated into pushing to get new customers, to put out posts, to do videos.
We set your studio up straight away, took action.
Yeah, I've done that.
Weren't messing
within
about.
the first week.
Into a goal, man.
I can currently maneuver how I want, work however many hours I want, set my own time. The main part of the blueprint is teaching you how to be self-motivated to strive to do more. This is massive because a lot of new barbers don't have the confidence. The blueprint that you're offering,
it's a fast track,
it's a fast track. It teaches you how to structure your finances,
Yeah.
structure what they're making daily, see what you're making monthly.
The numbers never lie, people. Welcome to the Matey Cuts YouTube channel. Today I'm joined by Mr. V Cuts. He's been working on the blueprint for a little while now. He's been absolutely smashing it, based in North London, and today we're taking a deep dive into his story. There's going to be loads of gems for everyone that's watching. He's had a massive transformation, he's earned a lot more money and so forth. So let's get into it, bro. For people that don't know V Cuts, tell us who you are, mate.
Alright guys, my name's V, overall, V Cuts. Grew up in Enfield, born and raised. Been barbering for about 10 to 12 years now, mate. Around that time, all in all.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, man. And since I've been making moves for myself, I worked for a period of time in a shop
Yeah.
for like 9 years. It was a great shop to learn in, great shop to learn.
In one shop for 9 years?
In one shop for 9 years. Built up a client base in through customers that were at the shop already that ended up wanting to get haircuts off me through preference of haircut.
Okay.
Or people that ended up hearing about me after I've improved in the shop and I just got a massive customer base in there. So I am thankful to the shop for that.
Nice, bro.
But to make my own move now since I started the blueprint,
Yeah.
I've realised that you've got to be out for yourself sometimes and you have to push to gain numbers. And
it's true.
And me taking that step has made a massive difference in income, in building new clientele, promoting yourself. You know, it's good.
Would you say, before working on the blueprint, I know you're working in this barbershop for quite some time, do you feel like if you was there for 9 years in one place, was you in a bit of a comfort zone a little bit, would you say?
Yeah, you get into a comfort zone because you get used to the people you're working with, your client base in and out of the shop, not just your own client base, you get used to other people's client bases, you build relationships with people, so it kind of has a lot of factors of comfortability, to be honest with you, to keep you in a shop and be static in a place. You feel comfortable in a place where you're working for 9 years because of the customer base you build. They get used to the shop, then also you get used to the people you're working with. Other people's clients in there, you become like a massive kind of a unit together.
Of course.
Do you know? So
you're a part of a community, right?
Yeah, but that also adds to the level of comfortability you have in the place, which then kind of not hold you in the same place because it's always down to you, but you do feel a bit too comfortable to leave at times.
Right.
And since I've made the step to go further and, you know, and take my business and do it myself on my own terms,
of course,
like without paying rent and literally just self-focused work, I've had a massive improvement in what I'm earning, the amount of clients I'm gaining through using apps like Booksy that I wasn't using before.
Of course.
Your blueprint has helped me massively into be motivated into to pushing to get new customers, to put out posts, to do videos, which I need to do more of. But when I do that, I can see with the other people you're working with, they're smashing it out, people that haven't even been in the game for that long. Obviously, we're all together as a community in a group chat, so I can see what's going on. And
so now you're part of a different type of community.
Of course, yeah, you're part of a different type of community, but this community is helping you push to strive. But you also need the base, like a shop to work in, to build yourself to a certain degree at a certain time. But it doesn't mean you can't do stuff like the blueprint to work on yourself and push you even further.
That's a very good point, actually. So for everyone that's thinking, right, cool, I'm in a shop right now, I've been there for a long period of time, they know exactly what you're talking about in terms of the relationships you build up, being a part of the community and so forth. Even, I know you never mentioned it, but like just that security of that income coming in. It is a bit of comfort, isn't it? How do you go from being in that mindset to then, like, cool, I need to do this for myself now? Like, what was the moment that everything changed for you when you was like, I need to pull the trigger?
Well, because I've been working for about 9-10 years in a shop. You start making a set amount of income, but it kind of stays to a certain degree. It's kind of, it becomes static, and you're not. You might make a few more 1 month, but then you might make a few less again the next month, and it's kind of like I just want to always be leveling up. And I don't think I was leveling up at that point after 9 years of cutting hair in the same shop. Built a massive client base, so I felt like I needed to take a further step to get out of that comfort zone
Yeah.
to push and strive to make more.
Yeah. So you was thinking like that for a while.
Yeah, and when you're doing barbering for 9-10 years, it could be a bit like, oh, I've been doing this already for a little bit, and oh, why should I go take a blueprint? What's anyone going to teach me now? That's the wrong mindset to have, because there's always room to grow, always room to improve, and you can never say you know everything.
Yeah. So just so everyone knows, we started speaking on Instagram, and then we jumped on a call, and you was pretty bullish. You was like, you was ready to go.
Yeah.
There was no messing about.
Yeah, no, I was ready for it. Yeah.
So do you feel like you was looking for something that was gonna help you take the level up?
Of course, you're looking for something to help you advance, because you can do so much yourself, but with a bit of assistance that can take you a bit further, or way further. Why not take a pop at it?
Definitely.
It's
So
worth the go.
100%. Well, it's clearly been worth it. For those that don't know, in terms of numbers now, what was you earning when you was in the shop to what you're earning now?
I was earning around 2.5k, sometimes more, sometimes less, but now I'm earning 5k's and 5.5k's.
Okay, so you
I've doubled my income by
Crazy.
just taking that step, by doing the blueprint and taking a step for myself to working on my own terms, in my
Crazy.
own hours, charging my own prices, which has immediately taken effect, like instant effect as soon as I started doing it. Obviously, my customer base has come along from the shop, so they're always going to come to me, because they hardly ever go to anyone else. And the customers you build after that through apps like Booksy, through using your blueprint and all of this sort of stuff, that gives you extra coverage and, you know, more motivation to build customers.
That's a big lifestyle change, isn't it? So you've gone from 2.5k to 5k, like you're and that's within 8 weeks, by the way, 8 to 12 weeks, very short amount of time. So your mindset, what changed for you on a blueprint, bro? How can someone just like, it seems like it takes, it's been an overnight success, like someone's clicked their fingers and you've just gone bang, you've doubled your income. But
No.
what was the biggest mindset change within the blueprint?
Within the blueprint, it teaches you to be self-motivated. Beyond anything else that you're going to learn how to use the social media side and whatever, you could take all of that from the course, but the main part of the blueprint is teaching you how to be self-motivated to strive to do more, which will eventually get you to doing the media stuff and get you more comfortable in front of the camera and all that. That will come through self-belief, and I feel like what your blueprint does is give the person who's doing your course that level of self-belief to go out and take the charge for themselves and do their own thing.
So it's just a mindset change,
Of
really,
course,
bro. Yeah.
To someone telling you that you can, which is in certain aspects of life, like you don't get a lot of people telling you that sort of stuff. Some people need it, some people don't. I reckon with me, even though I've been barbering for over 10 years, in all, I still needed a bit of a push to get myself out of the
And there's no harm in admitting that as well.
And no, there's not, because if you don't admit to things you're doing wrong or the things you're lacking in doing, then you're never going to grow anyway.
Well, that's it. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are watching thinking, you know what, I'm also in that comfort zone myself. I probably could do with a little bit of a nudge. And it's like moving your ego to the side a little bit, because a lot of barbers do have quite big egos, because they feel like I am, and you're like the big personality in the shop, and you can almost act like, because you're like the senior barber, like you're running the shop, but when it comes to payment,
no, it's cool.
do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where it's like, boom, let me put my ego aside, which is what he done, put his ego aside, big personality, and he was like, you know what, I actually want to nudge, and then we set your studio up straight away, took action.
Yeah, I've done that.
Weren't messing
within
about.
the first week.
And
I got my chair in there,
and you've turned it into a gold mine. You've turned it into an absolute gold mine. So it just shows.
Now.
It is. It shows what can be done. Do you know what I'm saying? And now, one of the main things that V said to me, he's got a son, and he wanted more freedom. How much more freedom have you got now?
Freedom-wise, well, I can currently manoeuvre how I want, work however many hours I want, set my own times.
How's that been for you, bro? Having that freedom?
It's been good, but you still got to provide for the family you're trying to make time for.
Of course. Yeah.
So, you know, you just got to find the right balance in it. And you find that when you're working for yourself and you're doing your own thing and you can set your own times, then you can adjust your balance yourself without having any other interference from an outside voice, which is a lot more freedom than anyone really needs.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
And obviously we've got summer coming up in terms of like quality time on holidays and so forth. It's going to be, you won't have to ask for any holidays at all. Do you know what I'm saying? So
freedom.
Literally, bro. Way more freedom.
Yeah.
So now obviously you've been doing your own clients for a while, and then you've also added, you started charging people for out of hours, which you said has been pretty lucrative.
Oh yeah, because it's a touch.
Yeah, of course.
It's a touch. I charge them an extra tenner on top of whatever their haircut would be in a normal hour. But the way I look at it is this: when they say, "Oh, really, I'm going to charge this price," I say, "All right, mate, you work in retail, yeah? Would you do overtime for free?" Then they think about it and think, "Oh no,
yeah, of course.
Need all that." You know what I mean? If you want a haircut, I work from 10 till 7, they're my working hours, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
You got to pay the price for it. I'm willing to do it for the right price. And people have taken into that so much. People that have, they can't get a haircut till this day or that day. Now they've got the opportunity to get a haircut outside of working hours.
Yeah.
They can finish work before they go home, come and get a cut out of these cuts.
Yeah.
Go home looking fresh for the wife.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. And what's it like having that freedom now to make those choices on your own?
It's a massive thing to have, to be able to do. When you don't have that freedom, you can't maneuver how you want to. You can't say, oh, I'm doing this tonight, let me just, because you're going to have the geezer, the shop owner saying to you,
yeah.
What are you doing, where you going?
Of course. No
Do
one's breathing down your neck.
No one's breathing
down your neck. Living life on your terms, which is what
let's say you want to go on holiday.
Yeah.
You're only allowed, let's say you're paying rent in a shop, you're going to be allowed, 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks maximum rent free.
Yeah.
But then in that time, you're not getting paid anyway, regardless.
Of course.
But you still got to think about, if I stay an extra week, if I want to extend my holiday, then it's going to cost me that week's rent as well, on top of what I need to pay for the holiday. You don't need to worry about these level of things or the freedom.
That is the thing in the UK right now. I feel like a lot of barber shops, the barbers are self-employed, but then they get treated, when it suits the boss, like a worker, like an employee. They got double standards,
exactly that,
which is pretty cheeky. So it seems like a lot of people do want to level up some way, but they don't know how to make those next steps. What did you think was positive when you was working on the blueprint in terms of like devising a plan and executing that? How did you find the feedback and the structure of the blueprint and the support?
It's been great. It teaches you how to structure your finances, structure what you're making daily, see what you're making monthly, in a very
simplified way,
a very simplistic system, which anyone can learn how to do.
Of course.
As long as they're willing to.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to be in front of a camera. It teaches you how to, communicate with your clients, what to put forward, how to gain confidence, or how to be confident when talking to customers.
Yeah.
Which is parts that I'm already decent with, but again, for people that have just started the course in the blueprint, this is massive. Because a lot of new barbers don't have the confidence to put forward an idea of it.
Of course.
To say, oh, get this today, this will look good on you, stuff like that, or just giving ideas, or I think barbering goes way beyond just cutting someone's hair, first of all.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to be a people's person.
Yeah.
You've got to learn how to understand customers' needs and wants. And even when they tell you what they want and need, if you do feel like something's going to look better on their hair, to give them that level of advice and have the confidence to do so.
Yeah.
And then when you're giving them that advice, have the confidence to actually deliver the haircut you're offering.
Yeah, of course.
And that will happen. Do you know what I mean? You can't just offer someone a haircut and then
there's a lot of psychology that goes into it.
Of course, yeah, but this all comes over time anyway. But a course like yours, the blueprint that you're offering,
it's a fast track, isn't it?
It's a fast track. It teaches that straight away.
Yeah.
But I've looked into all of that sort of stuff, even not needing to. I've still looked into it.
Subconsciously
and you still gain here and there a bit of something. Because like I said, you never can say to yourself that you know everything. No one ever knows. There's always room to grow, and the blueprint helps big time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The first thing, as B mentioned, is like a mindset. We go into a lot of mindset training because a lot of barbers put themselves in a box. Because you're surrounded by a lot of barbers who may be negative in a negative environment, and you've been there for so long now, you might put limiting beliefs over your mind in terms of what you can do, how you can run your business. I can't do that because of whatever excuse or whatever. And those limiting beliefs become clouded in your brain. So we try and break you out of that straight away. And everyone's got a 2.0 version of themselves. V had that as well. I saw V working for himself. I thought, yeah, perfect. He's got fantastic haircuts. He's a people's person. Ticks a lot of the boxes. Now, if we can get V to see himself in a better light, set up his own studio, become his own boss essentially, track his numbers, also structure his time, and start marketing himself, get himself out there and get the right systems in place, we knew that he was going to double yet triple his income, and we still got room to grow. There's still room that we're going to make as well. But
there's going to be much more improvements on finances and everything.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of positives already that's happened in a short amount of time. Yeah, I mean, what's coming up is going to be dangerous, bro. So how's the year looking for you?
He's looking good. I've got a few things planned. Let me not reveal too much.
Yeah, 100%.
Got a few things lined up.
Some big moves lined up. That's it.
Yeah. Hopefully get into a shop on my own. I want to get a shop for myself this year. That's the plan.
Nice.
So that's what I'm giving out there, man.
Yeah. This is the thing that people realise as well. It's like at first you're investing in the blueprint for yourself, which is what you've done. Yeah. But then now, because we're literally showing people how to run more of a business and not be like a worker in a barber shop, everything that you learn, you can also teach to your staff. And boss mentality. I showed you Callum's transformation,
Of
because
course,
he
yeah,
literally
yeah.
set up a shop and he's got a couple of lads working for him already.
Nice,
So,
nice.
do you feel like what you've learned here can also be transferable into your business?
100%. All the knowledge you're gaining here is for your own benefit as a barber initially, and why not pass that information on to someone that's going to be working in your shop, also
Definitely.
making you and themselves money. So
Of course.
why not?
So,
You want to have a shop where it's the best environment to work in, and while you're in the best environment to work in, you also want to make the best of finances you can possibly make in that space. Why not?
Well, they say the numbers never lie, people.
That's it.
The numbers
mate.
never lie. So
Statistics, mate.
100%. So yeah, V's absolutely smashed it. It's been a great chapter so far.
More to come.
More to come, definitely. But this is so key for anyone watching, as I said, for anyone who's very good at cutting hair, who's experienced, just how V was as well. Like technically your abilities, like when it comes to fades and so forth and beards, very, very, very good. But it just shows you, if we get money just off how good our trims were, then surely everybody will be earning 10, 15, 20 grand a month.
100%.
But there's also
100%.
a lot about the business side, which is what we focus on. And V's a prime example of what we can do in the blueprint with a few little small tweaks in terms of your mindset and the right structure. Doubling, yet tripling your income, going from like 2 to 3 to 4, 5k a month could happen pretty quickly.
Very quick.
And
as long as you put your head to it. And put
of
your mind
course,
to it.
there is work involved, but there's no promises. Yeah, V, he went for it. There's levels to go, but it's been good, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you for
brilliant.
coming.
Mate, no problem.
And
Happy to.
yeah, I'm sure we'll do it again soon because we want to go from 5 to 10.
We'll do another one. Next one's going to be 10k a month.
Yeah?
You wait.
Stay tuned for the journey, people, yeah? God bless.
See you later, guys.